Let's see. They're syncing up. Let's see. I hope I don't have to restart this. Anyway, those of you joining, all right, cool, we're online. Today I'm doing some Mermay and okay, cool. All right, sweet. Doing some Mermay and Star Wars art. So I warmed up a little bit before with some mermaid poses, and I grabbed this one right in the middle. So I'm now working on that one. I flipped it because it felt a little better, and work on this a little more, and then move to the Star Wars one. The family had a good suggestion, so we're gonna go with that. I got some cool reference. It's gonna be fun. Hello, David. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, George. Hello, Kim. How are we doing? Got folks on Instagram joining. So, I am multi-streaming this right now on Instagram via my phone, but I also have it going to YouTube and Facebook Live on full screen. So Kim, do you need any more trivia questions? Or are you gonna wait for your book? I gave my sister some great Star Wars trivia questions earlier today while I was waiting to pick up my son from school. Please, okay. Maybe we can have like an audience participation. See how well people know their Star Wars on this day. But I asked Tim those. They might be too hard. Wait, the softball questions or the super obscure trolley questions? Because I don't expect anybody to know those. Hair and fin combo is not working. Well, okay, let's think of an easy one. So for any of you joining, we'll do like an audience participation if you want to chime in for some Star Wars trivia. I guess see the trolling questions, no one's gonna get that. All right, well, here are the trolling questions. Let's see if anybody gets it, and we'll see what people think. What's up, Chris? Chris, we're doing some mermaid and Star Wars art tonight. I'm just warming up with a little more Mermay drawing. And we're also going to do some Star Wars trivia for my sister. She's got a meeting on Friday. She promised trivia. So here are the okay. I'm trying to remember them. Can you post the questions? I don't remember them. This is looking great, man. Thank you, Chris. Your work on that, was it a challenge? Did I read that right? The what was it? The word puzzle game app logo thing. That was a challenge, right? Not like a something. So, Star Wars trivia. What was the one? Oh, what is the manufacturer name for the T-65 X-Wing Star? There it is. What is the manufacturer of the T-65 X-Wing Starfighter? Make it look... Oh, yeah, it was a coding challenge for the devs, but I tried to take it to the next level with a cool logo. Make it look... It looked legit. So I've worked with mobile games and even word puzzle. You know, you worked on it too. Your design nailed it, because your design looked like it could go on a slot machine, and that's the idea. Like you could take that same game, switch the fake in-game currency to real stuff, and toss it in a casino. Yeah, it looked really good. So, if anybody heard the trivia question, what is the manufacturer of the T-65 X-Wing Starfighter? This was a trivia question I gave my sister. Kind of trolly. Exactly what I was going for. It was my first time trying that style, and I loved it. Wanted to keep going. Oh well. Appreciate it. Very welcome, dude. Great job. So if any of you following The Art of Chris C, check him out. Chris, you said you're streaming on Twitch. Are you still doing that? Check out The Art of Chris C on Instagram. Got some great art. Hey Chris, if you're still on Twitch, you can, if you want to pop over, you can drop a link to your art in the chat. Very chat friendly. That's okay, like most people can just use it to have a presence, so you can pop on Twitch whenever you want. Jamie, how are you, sir? No, just doing a little warm up mermaid action before I get to the Star Wars. So I think what I'm gonna do now is just drop in some flats. Probably just for silhouette too. So we'll lock this layer. Tuned in. I'm doing all right. Just counting down the days. We're in the middle of stars testing. Yuck. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's... I don't quite understand that. I mean, I understand we have to see how bad the damage was for COVID for the kids. But, I mean, bottom line is, like, you can't take these seriously. So, these poor kids. Anyway, good times. So just dropping in some flats, the silhouette, and so this will be my like real pencil layer. I decided to do this comic color, and like I say, my process for coloring these always starts with like the comic process in mind, and then there comes a point where it diverges to either a painting or whatever. I don't understand it either. I'm doing what I can. My students have checked out mentally. I get it. Totally. They are the troopers. And yeah. Could not begin to understand how tough this is for them, and they're just rolling with it because what else are they gonna do? It's not like they know any better. Like, this isn't how you're supposed to high school. So for any of you just joining, I am just finishing up getting some flats on this mermaid sketch for Mermay, which is the May drawing challenge. You draw a mermaid every day. There's a official prompt list if you want, or you can just kind of do whatever. That's what I'm doing. There's no way I can do 31 days of mermaids along with my other obligations. But I've been not posting as much as I want to. So this is kind of a exercise to get me back into my normal schedule. I forgot about the Star Wars trivia. Kim, did anybody answer it I don't think anybody did. Anyway, the Star Wars trivia was, what is the manufacturer for the T-65 X-Wing Starfighter? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone have the answer? Nobody? Incom. INCOM. Incom is the name of the manufacturing company that created the X-Wing Starfighter. So, a bit of Star Wars history. The Incom T-65 X-Wing Starfighter was originally for the Empire, but a group of rebels stole the plans, the blueprints, and destroyed the facility that was developing it. Outlined in I think it was in one of the books, Rogue Squadron, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't read many of those. I was a bigger fan of the either Jedi-centric or core character-centric books. And of course I'm talking about the expanded universe. That is officially not canon anymore because of the new sequels. But they're adding some stuff back in, like if anybody saw Mandalorian, spoiler alert, Ahsoka asks where Grand Admiral Thrawn is, and he's the big baddie from like the first big set of books, Star Wars books, called Heir to the Empire. Kicked off the whole thing. If you like Star Wars, read those books. They're really cool. They might break your brain a little bit because of like Mandalorian and the new sequels, but Mandalorian not too bad. They could actually coexist. Nerd alert. That's right. That is right. All right, we are getting close to 9:30. See if I can get these fish in real quick. But Rebecca, you love it when I talk nerdy to you. IT, he is a teacher. He's a... I'm not sure where he checked out. But, yeah, he's a teacher. And he teaches animation game design. I beat you to it. I figured it wasn't a secret since you were talking about students. All right, here we go. We are done with this one. For now. I'll post the finish tomorrow. So, now on to the main event. Let me grab my reference. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Palpatine. Mermaid. Huh? But here's the kicker. Electric eel. Gonna be good. Did anybody know that his first name is Sheev? Palpatine's first name is Sheev. So let's get some sketches. Okay, we need flowing robes. And gross hands. More trivia. That's right. More trivia. Star Wars trivia. So that was the Incom one was super weird and obscure, and it's supposed to be a little trolly. But we can go with something easier. Monica Animated, thank you very much. yeah, this prompt Palpatine mermaid. You see all the mermaid, especially today, the Star Wars mermaids. I have not seen a Palpatine one, so full credit. My family came up with this one, and initially was like, "Oh, come on, I don't want to keep doing." Like, I did a mermaid, so I just wanted to do like a cool expanded universe character. I was thinking of Callista, um, but she's not. She's a cool story, but she's not very interesting looking. I was thinking of Tahiri Vela, who also is not very interesting, but cool looking. I mean, not very cool looking, but interesting. She does have like 3 scars from her her shaping by the aliens. But other than that, and so Palpatine as a mermaid. Haven't seen that. We'll do it. Initially too, it's pretty funny to have him have like a super rainbow, beautiful Japanese fighting fish. But I think it's more fitting to do the electric eel. It still make him creepy. So trivia, Star Wars trivia. Let's see. It's a good one. Let's do a. Oh, what's the name of Lando's co-pilot during the Battle of Endor? What's the name of Lando's co-pilot during the Battle of Endor? Anyone? Anyone? The name of Lando's co-pilot during the Battle of Endor. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Nien Numb. Nien Numb. He is a Celestian, and they are typically a underground dwelling humanoid. And when Darth Vader is telling the Emperor during Return of the Jedi, he mentions that there's a fleet massing near Sullust, so we can assume that Nien Nub was picked up there. Like he's co-pilot of the head ship, the head fighter ship, so he's up there. Nien Numb. Yep, you got it, Scott. After I said it. Good job. Scott wins the prize. So here's what we're doing for those of you just joining. We today is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. And it's also Mermay, and my family recommended I do Palpatine as a mermaid, so here's what we're doing. Palpatine, the fish being an electric eel, which I thought was pretty good. Okay, let's see, another Star Wars trivia. What's the name of the, or no, what's the name of the creature that attacked Luke on Hoth? What's the name of the creature that attacked Luke Skywalker on the planet Hoth? So, a fun story. Back in the day, when episode 1 was coming out, some friends from work and I, this is when we were working at Romano's Macaroni Grill, the very first one. And come on, Star Wars is coming out. What are we gonna do? We gotta get tickets. We gotta go. So a group of us got together, came up with a plan, and I had an apartment fairly close to the theater that we were gonna watch it at. And we're like, check it out. We'll grab a tent and we'll camp out. Now this is in 1999, right? This is before buying tickets online. You had to be in line to get the ticket, and that's not even to get into the show. It's just to get the ticket. So we'll get the tickets. We'll work in shifts. And we'll secure our space in line. Cool. So, I don't remember what day it was, but packed the tent, got everything together, bottle of vodka, and I have to get going. Have a good stream. All right, IT. Thanks for stopping by. So we are camping out, and the people next to us have Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, and it was a good time. And like I said, my apartment was close by, so if anybody needed to like go use the bathroom or whatever, they could do it. And so the people at the front of the line, they had like big tents, and they were plugged into the wall for power, and they were just running on repeat episodes 4, 5, and 6 the entire time. And we were there for 2 or 3 days. And then we saw the movie. I was like, huh. I liked it. I thought it was good. Wasn't a fan of Jar Jar, but I mean, I get it. It was instantly clear, like, this is the Ewok. This is for the kids. Cool. Man, both of these drawings today feel better when I flip them. I like him a little off screen, but it's a little tough to tell. He's got Voldemort vibes. He does, doesn't he? But we can't pretend like Voldemort was not influenced a little bit by Palpatine. Yeah, I gotta get those eyebrow mounds under control. Right, and he's kind of snaky. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Where's my reference? Maybe that shape will help. So, question remains, what is the name of the creature that attacked Luke on Hoth? Anyone? Anyone? Ooh, what if he had like Sith tattoos like Darth Maul? Or like that's the banding color. What would be good reference? Oh, what's that one lady? Oh, here's a naked Darth Maul. Cool. Yeah, the shirtless guy. Wampa or Womp? You got it. Wampa. Womp would be the name of the rats on Tatooine, the Womp rats. Good job, Jamie. If my sister is still here, you should be writing these down. Okay. What's another good one? Let's do a hard one. What's the stormtrooper number from episode 4, A New Hope, that... How do I phrase this question? Oh, I don't know if I remember it exactly. Maybe someone can fact check it. So, in episode 4, A New Hope, they're captured by the Empire onto the Death Star. And our heroes hide in the hidden floor plates in the Millennium Falcon. And they dress up as stormtroopers. But to do that, well, anyway, they do that, and then the commanding officer asked why the stormtrooper is not at his post. What is the number of the stormtrooper that was not at his post that he was radioing? I may have this wrong, but only by one number. And literally, not one digit, like one number. It's either one or the other. I do have more Star Wars stuff. Just remember where I put it. Oh well. It's not that good. So it's not a big loss. So the trivia again. What is the number of the stormtrooper that had a bad transmitter in episode 4 when the heroes impersonated stormtroopers? I'm sure there's a better way to word that trivia. TK421. Was it 421? I thought it was 427. I knew I was off. And I thought it was TK428 or TK427. Scott, did you Google that? Or is that from the noggin? Because either way, I mean, if it's from the noggin, that's pretty good. According to Wikipedia. All right, they're the experts. 421, so I would have been wrong. But not by much. Adon, how are you, sir? Another great artist has joined the fray. Folks, if you get the chance, check out Adon Patino 1_ Junior and his cool art. He's a 3D artist, primarily in Blender, so he's ahead of the curve. Han Solo killed him and gave his suit to Luke. Oh. Right, because Luke was down there while Han and Chewie were storming the tower. Tower? What up, Adon? Adon, we have Jamie Alexander over on Twitch. I think, and Chris was here. Chris Calderon. No. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's all right. Let's go. So now, just like the mermaid piece, we'll add some flats. Background color. Let's go with super dark, saturated. We will change it. Okay, let's grab very dark blue, purple. Now, Tarea, how are you? Thanks for joining. So for those of you joining, we are live on Instagram. We're also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Twitch is twitch.tv/DBL Downton. So this is the flats laying process. Way back when, one of my first kind of art jobs was an intern at a comic publisher. It's 4 a.m. for me. Holy moly. Thank you so much for being here. Are you an early riser, or are you late going to bed? Oh, I still haven't finished this thumb. Whoops. I have to do that real quick. No. Late going to bed. Warrior. Well, thank you so much for, I'm assuming, finishing off your evening with us. We're also, so what I'm working on is some Mermay / Star Wars art. We're doing Emperor Palpatine as a mermaid. I see a lot of the Star Wars characters as mermaids. I haven't seen this one. So, mermaid. Oh wait, I need to pop this out. How is it empty? So here's my prompt. Palpatine is a mermaid, but with an electric eel tail. That is so hacking cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's do some more line. All right, let's get another trivia up. Oh, this is one I actually remember from waiting in line to get tickets for episode 1. What is the name of the docking bay that the Millennium Falcon was in on Tatooine in episode 4, A New Hope? How long have you been using Photoshop? I'm pretty new at it. I have been using Photoshop for over 10 years now. I first bought it with CS2. That was in 2006, so that's more than 10 years. Yeah. I bought CS2, Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. And used that bundle until computers didn't support it. And then I went to, I don't know if they had the subscription model yet. But yeah, since at least 2006, probably sooner. It's good. There's a lot of other competitive stuff. What do you use for your art? Your gestures, by the way, are awesome. I really like them. Another shout out, Naturea Art. Check them out. Oh, you're pretty new at it, so you're using it currently, but what do you usually use, actually? I guess that's my question. And trivia question. Oh, there you are on Twitch. Oh, thanks. I've been using Paint Tool side, but I wanted to try out Photoshop. Okay. If you ever have any questions, you can feel free to shoot them at me. I definitely know all the basic stuff. Like they add stuff like facial recognition and other cool things like that. And BKake was like visited me on a stream the other day, and I was working on. What was I working on? I was working on the flesh golem, plant-driven flesh golem thingy, and she gave me some tips on how I could better, or not better, but more quickly come up with vines. I can demonstrate it real quick. So you just grab a new layer. I think you could just drop the fill. But if not, let's try it without the fill. Go to the layer properties, grab a stroke, and it doesn't matter. 9. And then there you go. Vines. And so then you just duplicate the layer. Oh, you don't want to delete the fill. What you want to do though is grab the underlying color. And then you can layer the vines that way. Now this will get you going pretty quick. And then you can adjust the size of the layers. Or of the stroke. So maybe this one is only 4. Actually, you'd want the ones further away to be a different stroke weight. Right? And then this one, I don't know, do it 2. So it gives you a sense of space, different planes. Yeah. Oh wow, any tips would be great. Yeah, my pleasure. Fire away or just DM me. Big tip though, I would say is, if you can see, use masks as much as you can. It's nice for non-destructive stuff. So now that we got that basic shape, I'm gonna do some penciling. Grab my Palpatine reference. So, trivia. What was the docking bay number that the Millennium Falcon was in episode 4, A New Hope? Anyone? 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 Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? I'm kind of blanking now. I'm one number off again. It's either 94 or 92. I'm trying to figure out different brushes and textures on Photoshop, but I know it's a lot of helpful stuff there. I have no idea to use. I wouldn't worry too much about brushes, because that's like the go-to. I feel like that's the go-to question for artists. Like, what brush are you using? And the brushes I really like to use are the Dave Greco brush pack. You can see them here. Check those out. They're really good. Like this is the DG main. That's the one he uses all the time, and I use it too. Like it's got a really nice fall off. It's got this nice little texture, and you can grab it and start painting with it like really quick. You know? But the the uh, the default brushes are great too. So just it's good to kind of get good at what you have first, and then maybe work on like adding the bells and whistles. You definitely don't want third-party plugins or, you know, brushes and texture packs to be the crutch. You'll be super marketable and valuable if you can just sit down and go to it with what's, you know, what's installed. I will. Good. Good, good. I'm glad. And I can't wait to see what you, kick-ass art you come up with. Folks, I'm going to take a very short break. Let's lighten this just so. Be right back. All right. Back. Had to say nighty night. All right. So keep on penciling. I know you do. I'm gonna have to take another break in a bit. Take the puppy out. Usually, he tells me when it's time to stop streaming. But not tonight. I'm in charge. Or Sheev is. Did we answer the trivia? The number of the docking bay that the Millennium Falcon is on Tatooine in episode 4? Anyone? I have no idea. So I kind of blanked on it. It's one of two numbers. It's either 92 or 94. I want to say I'm running through the movie in my head. 94 is what keeps popping up. But that glimmer of doubt for 92. I think 94. That sounds right to me. So all of you Instagram folks, I'm going to, so maybe in the next half hour, I'm going to take a break to take the puppy out, and then I'm going to end the Instagram stream. So if you want to keep watching, you can head over to Twitch. Because I'm going to unplug YouTube and Facebook as well. So fair warning, probably in the next half hour or so. This one's going all night. I'm going to finish this tonight. Hell or high water. I'm gonna do it. I started drawing too, man. I guess no sleep for me. Oh boy. Alright, let's do this. I'm not so sure about that fist, though. It's not quite menacing. The finger's not pointing, that's the problem. I know, puppy. I know. Hmm? Is he? He's not shaking. He just needs to go out. Okay. I'll take him in a little bit. Oh, turkey delivery. Now he is. Actually, when I take the break, I'm going to kill the lights. So I'll probably do no video, but we'll keep the mic on. And I could just talk lower. Looking good there, Sheev. What a dumb name. So masks are a great way to add color or shadows, or just different elements. And if you need to take them away or adjust them, it's a nice non-destructive way to do that. And all you're doing is swapping between like adding and subtracting. You're not using the eraser. You can, and it'll just use the background color. And in the case of masks, the lighter the color, the more opaque it is. So black will be fully transparent, white will be fully opaque. And while you're in the mask of the layer, you can even sample, but see the ring, it'll just sample the mask and not the color. The sampling I have for the eyedropper is a 3x3 average. So that's why you see it kind of turn gray a little bit. So it's averaging a space of 3x3 pixels. But if you take that, there's different averages. It goes from 101 by 101. So if we grab that and then do a sample, see how smoothly it gradates down. So you have to kind of move completely off the mask to get fully black and fully into the mask to get white before it starts turning down. Anyway, but if you go back to the point sample, it'll go from black to white. So there's no transition. if that's what you're doing. But if you like have a fall off and then see, it'll sample the fall off. And then anytime you want to switch back to the default black and white, you just hit D for default. So this blue is not going to be the black color. It's just a very stark complementary. So I can easily see the difference between the background and the foreground. And it's still a mask, so I can adjust it on the fly. It sounds like a snow removing. How long do you spend on a drawing? Good question. So this one's for fun, so as long as I want. If it's a commission, the prices are set on like the average time it takes me to do something like that. Now, obviously that changes with each piece. And it's always a challenge to keep it under that amount of time. So you just have to, decide how much your time is worth, right? And it's always worth more than you think it is. So with that in mind, you figure out how much your time is worth. Like, how much do you want to make an hour? Not how much you think you deserve. How much do you want to make? Anyway, so you take that number. You have a good idea of how long something takes you to draw. And if you don't, you should be drawing enough to where you can easily figure that out. Hit a stopwatch. Clock in, clock out. And then you figure out how long it takes you to do a drawing, and there you go. And that's one sample, right? You do that over the course of a month or so, you have a really good idea of how long things take and at what level of complexity and completion, right? So you have that number. So you figure out how much you want to be paid times, per hour. You can even get that number just by dividing up your bills, right? I need this much to survive. Okay, cool. I need this much to be comfortable. So maybe somewhere in between there. Multiply that by the time it took you to do the piece, and there's your price. So back to your original question, how long does it take you to do a piece? If it's a commission, if it's and this is also for illustrative work. I budget myself this X amount of time because, let's say I've quoted them, it'll take me 5 hours to do this piece. How much is my time? Then I do it in 5 hours. I can break it up because I'm rarely just doing one thing. Nor can I afford to spend 5 hours on one piece. But it happens occasionally. We're not spending 5 hours on this, that's for sure. This one I've budgeted myself, let's see, when did we start? 9 o'clock. I think if we finish this by midnight, it'll be in a good place, good enough for 3 hours. I always feel bad when asking for payment for my art. Can you post a link to your Instagram? I don't want to keep you up, but you should not feel bad, by the way. Thank you. Your gestures are really fun. They're really great. You've got the Phil Tomato school of gesture, where, yeah, and like the tattoos and stuff. These are great. These are really great. And you're working through a lot of stuff. Yeah, your Serenity was awesome. Loved it. And these traditional pieces are so good. Yeah, I really enjoy your work. You should not feel bad. You should understand that you have skills that most people don't have, because you have a particular itch that we're kind of getting into the realm of skill versus talent. Talent is not a myth, but it's not fairy dust either. It's practice of a oh man, Bob Ross put it best. Practice in a vested interest. So you like to draw, and when you draw, you get like a release of endorphins. Wow, I like this. This feels good. So you do it more, because humans like to feel good. And so you keep doing it. And because you keep doing it, you get better at it. Just like playing basketball or baseball or driving a car. But it also takes a certain level of creativity, which is kind of innate, and spatial thinking and imagination, right? You kind of have to imagine it there before you can replicate it. So once you have that, so once you keep doing it, you get better at it. And if you stop doing it, you get worse at it, just like any other skill. And that specialized skill that has grown, you also have to take into account that your cost, your price doesn't go down because you're faster. You still have to, now you're just worth more because you're better. So it's like this positive feedback loop. Feedback loop. You can do things faster because you're better, but you can also charge more because there's reputation, there's delivery. What do you do when you hit a creative block? Wait it out, draw it out? This is a question from Instagram. Hello Wheeler. It's a great question. And here's what I do. And I've been in a block myself. Grab thing. Well, we're gonna do it in the sense of drawing and art, right? Work on your technical skills. Like, do figure drawing. There's no creativity there. There's a figure, and you need to figure it out. I didn't mean to make a pun or anything, but you've got to work out the proportions and the composition of thing. That takes minimal creativity because it's right in there in front of you. Like this Mermay's not a good example because the prompts are so nebulous. So there's a lot of creativity that goes into that, like Palpatine as a mermaid, electric eel mermaid. Not creatively breaking the bank here. But like I said, so in answer to your question, draw it out would be the best way to do it. But don't force yourself to make something creative. Work on your technical skills of proportion, perspective, anatomy, all that good stuff, that the fundamentals that make, when you do get that spark of inspiration and creativity, those tools are ready to go. Look at creative block as kind of a vacation. Like, now I can just relax and do figure studies or do facial, like you can grab facial expressions on Pinterest and just draw those. There's an artist, he did a YouTube video where he drew hands for 12 hours. Not straight, but pretty close. Like, he took reasonable breaks. He drew hands for 12 hours. And when he was done, like, he had 12 hours of hands. And now he is like, I can draw hands. I can draw hands. And what a great way. Like, now you have the creative juices are flowing and you need to draw hands. No problem. No problem there. I hope that answered your question. All right, let's, oops, so for flats, right? We've created the shape of the silhouette, right? In our flats. Now I'm going to use the lasso tool. Yes, that helps, thanks. Hey, you're very welcome. My pleasure. So I'm going to use the magic wand tool or the lasso tool. I've got it at anti-alias turned off because if I ever want to select this flat color shape, I don't want little fuzzy pixels. I wanted a clean selection. So the shortcut for this, we're gonna actually go to layer or image adjustments, hue saturation. The shortcut is Command U on a Mac, Control U on PC. And first I want to lighten him up. And desaturate. We'll get him to yellow. But he might need some help. There we go. There's Sheev. Okay. So here are our line art layers. If I just drop that out. So if you zoom in real close, see the stair stepping, it's anti-alias turned off. And that's what you want. So when you go to your, so if you want to make a selection, you have your magic wand tool and you make sure that's anti-alias is turned off. So when you hit your shape, you get a perfectly pixel perfect clean selection. And then you can, I kind of want this as purple, and then you drop in that color and there's no fuzziness. But now that I have that color, current layer, I just make more selections. And this is definitely under the process of comic coloring. BKB, how are you? Rasmar, how are you? Thanks for joining. We are drawing, if you're just joining, we're drawing Creepy Sheev as a mermaid. An electric eel mermaid. Get it? We're also talking about art block, and we were doing some Star Wars trivia, mostly for my sister's sake. Art block can, this is from Twitch, art block can be really tough. I just draw stuff I love and I'm open to make mistakes. Yeah, it's a great way to do it. Yeah, kind of slip back into your comfort zone. Ew, it's gross. So I'm going to separate his fleshiness from his robes, even though they're going to be a darker value when I drop in the real colors. Gross. So let's see. I want to keep. I do want to keep this color for. This may need to be a separate layer. Well, let's do it. Just do it the way you're supposed to do it. So for you Instagram folks, I'm gonna take a short break in about, yeah, at the top of the hour. So I'll just wrap it up for Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks for joining. If you want to continue seeing this, I'm over on Twitch at twitch.tv/DBL down done, double down done, just like my handle. And I'll keep streaming there. But I'm going to close down Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and finish this up over at Twitch. So if you want to keep watching, head on over there. If not, we'll see you next time. I do these every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I've been doing some more casual streams over on Twitch. Friday and Sundays. Don't have a set time yet, but the days are working out pretty well. But I'm going to finish this tonight in some way, shape, or form. Probably just kind of a cell shaded thing. Not much rendering going on. I like the shapes and I like the gesture going on. It kind of keeps you going up and down and around. So yeah, we're going to call it for our friends on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'm going to take a short break and then I'll be back. I'm going to take out the doggy and we'll keep going. So thank you. And if you still on Twitch, I'll see you in a minute. Bye.